I'm gonna hurry up, it's hot. I'll come back out here in the evening probably to finish the gardens, the pathway. But baby, right now, just gonna drill these holes in this container. Somebody texted me. I got a pink one. Here, let me wipe it down. It's too much wood chips. Here, let me dump some of these wood chips out. Just so you can have an idea. This is more than half of it. I don't need that much. Alright. I got a big hole. I'm not going to put it directly at the bottom because I want to keep a reservoir just to hold a little moisture in there. So, it's a big old hole. I don't want all the water to go straight out. Do more, a couple of these. Do them at the lower bottom, lower half, but not under and not too low. A little bit up. So the water will drain out, but it'll be a little bit down there if the roots want to go down. They still got a little something to drink. Okay. I learned my lesson last time. Stop putting this whole thing through there. I'm gonna do about 3-4 holes around. I'll say 3. I don't want to do 4 to where it's too much. Oops. I used to hate this little attachment. You ever said it's easier if you just use the attachment? I wouldn't listen until one day I did, and it is easier. Let's see. Sweep it. Alright. Another one right here. Alright. It's a pretty hole, nice and clean. That's 1, 2. I might do 4. Yeah, that ain't enough. One right here. Alright. So now I got my wood chip at the bottom and I got my holes. Now I'm going to take my seed starting mix or just soil. This is 1 bag of sphagnum peat moss from Lowe's. It was like $17.84. If they still have it, depends on where you're at, which Lowe's you're at. Get you some sphagnum peat moss. Oh, I wish I had the measurements. Oh, I think I do. I'm not gonna look at the trash. The bag I had was white, black with orange borders on it. One of those. If you have the other one where it's like white and blue, probably use a little more than half of it in your stuff. That's a bag of mushroom compost and 3 bags of compost and manure. The compost and manure is going to be the darker stuff. The sphagnum peat moss is the light brown stuff. And then the mushroom compost is going to be like sand. The compost and the manure is going to feed it, right? The sphagnum peat moss is going to help the roots hold on to moisture without drowning it. So it still allows good drainage, but it also holds moisture real good. Just the right amount for your plants not to be drowning, right? And then the mushroom compost. This compost is good for it, feeds it organic matter, and also I just add that for extra drainage because it's kind of sandy, which makes the soil loose. You don't want your soil to be too compact because the roots can't grow. Somebody else might, some people use better measurements. I don't really do that. I'm kind of a free spirit in Jesus Christ though. Okay. So it's not that serious to me. I'm not really into it down to a science. Now, if and when I decide to go to school for horticulture, I probably have to get all into the measurements and the math and 2% of this and 2% of organic soil, or humus, or whatever you want to call it. And right now, it's not that serious to me. I started this because I just enjoy it, and doing math with it would take away the fun from me. The math is the number of bags. There you go. Switching my stuff out. So you mix all that together, put it in here. Ooh, sweat coming on down. Alright, and this is still pretty light. Once I water it, it's gonna be heavy. This is how much soil I got. I got this much left. Don't know the measurements. Maybe about a quarter of a bucket left to the top. What is that? In front of me. This is my roselle. I started this. I had 2 plants, I think, but I think one of them died. Roselle, hibiscus, or mica, and not the pretty pink ones, the deep dark red ones with the buds. This is the one I got because I like to make tea with this. It's really good and healthy too. It's good for blood pressure, for your blood pressure. If you got high blood pressure, drink you some hibiscus tea with some honey. Don't be using the sugar. Too much sugar. If you're gonna use this to sweeten it, but you don't want to drown it in sugar, this ain't Kool-Aid. Or if you even want to go natural, some stevia. Come to 3 squirrels running through the trees. I tried to grow. I got some stevia that I started, but it's not taking off. I think I need to switch it into something else. I can't believe I actually started some stevia. It's so hard to start. It's supposed to be. Hey, baby.
Hey.
What you doing?
To keep bugs from falling or something?
To keep the cat from coming up here and digging up my soil. It's a stray cat over here. He did before. He better not come back. I don't want to kill it, but I'm gonna put some essential oils so he can't stand the smell. I'm up here and dug out my what did he dig out? He probably dug out my other roselle. I had 2 of them, I'm pretty sure. You didn't even ask me about that.
No.
Make sure.
How often you been doing it?
3 days.
Oh, that's my first time seeing it. I'm sweeping and sending them off and stuff.
Thank you, baby. Where'd my water go? Oh, and I like some ice water. I don't care if the sun is okay. Look at them roots. That's good. That means my roots all the way to the bottom. See how sweet? The little white piece. Roots. So, the instructions I gave my mom was to put your hand at the bottom of this to hold it, to stabilize it, right? Whatever plant it is, tomato plant. If it's stems like this, put your hand there to catch it. You don't want to hurt the plant. You want it to fall, it could break the top. It could take, you don't know how long for it to shoot back up. Now, I could pull this little leaf off. That ain't gonna hurt nothing. Turn it over. So you can catch it in your hand like that. Sometimes they fall out real quick. That's why you want to hold it. Sometimes it's hard. You got to squeeze it. I told my mom, you gently rub around. You're loosening up them roots. Because what you're doing is loosening up the soil, and you're telling you it has more space to grow, right? The roots, their roots, they're going to look for something to attach onto, some more soil. Now, you don't have to do this all the way to this thing. I just do mine like this. Some people, if the roots are already kind of out, they just, is that a rock? They just put them in there. I'm gonna mix the native soil. Actually, I think I did a little too much, but this thing will be all right. It's pretty resilient because I done moved it from out there to back in here, and I'm gonna move it again. Look at all them roots, beautiful. Now I'm gonna mix. Some people leave a little bit of the native soil in there that it was growing in, so it can adjust quicker. Do I have some Epsom salt? I would advise, if you got Epsom salt or fertilizer of some sort, I think Epsom salt would be the best. It's simpler. It'll just help the roots and shoot the leaves up a little more. You can do that. I'm gonna mix all that soil that just came off of there, right? I'm just gonna mix it in with the mix that I had. Right? Alright, I need you to be able to see this part. So let me put this up high. Alright. So now you're gonna dig a hole. Matter of fact, for this little bitty thing, I'm just gonna pull out a handful and put some back into here. Because I want to make space, right? For this. Dig a hole, put the roots down, you know. Backfill it. I want this to be higher than that. I need my soil, so I'm adding some more soil. I want this to the tippy top so it can grow real strong and nice and beautiful and big. And it has as much space for the roots to go down as possible. Oh. Right. I'm gonna do, that's enough because I need some save room for, look at that, almost all the way to the top. Move this drill out the way. Taking my roots, digging my little hole. I still got my extra soil right there too. Dig a hole deep enough that the bottom of the roots, you can just sit down in there. Alright. Deep. Sometimes people bury the stem just a little bit. I'm gonna add this little bit of soil back. Spread it around. Beautiful. And now I'm gonna go back with the wood chips that I saved from the beginning, right? This helps hold in moisture. You want to get, essentially, you want to get something that's not chemically treated, that's just wood chips. But if you can't afford that, use what you can. I mean, it's simple as that. When I first started, I didn't know about everything that I know about now. That big old pile of wood chips over there, it was free. It's called Chip Drop. Plenty of people in your area, arborists, look it up. Go to chipdrop.com. I'm not gatekeeping. Some people don't know about this, but then I'm in a Black woman garden group, and they are very sweet, and they help. I haven't been on there in a minute, but my first 2 years gardening, I was on there every day, soaking up everything. I'm talking about, I got to the point where I could look at a leaf and be like, oh, that's a green bean. Oh, that's a tomato. That's a cucumber. Or, okay, maybe not cucumber, but in that family. But there's a difference. You can tell the difference between a pumpkin. I can tell the difference between like a pumpkin and a watermelon leaf, obviously. Watermelon leaves are kind of round. Pumpkin leaves are serrated. I think cucumber leaves are serrated too. But, you know, you get to that point. But get you some wood chips, or actually, it's called cedar mulch. You can get it. You can get it low. It's like $5 a bag. The other ones maybe 3 or 4. But cedar mulch is really good. It's untreated. It's just the tree chopped up in the wood chips, and the smell of cedar wood repels bugs, and it just smells good to me. So you go back on the top. Now, if you're just starting out with like a seed and it hasn't come out the soil yet, I kind of would wait until it sprouts to mulch it, or you can mulch it, but around where you got the seed at, so you don't have to fight through all the bark, the wood chips. Just keep it a little small piece where it's just soil, a little bit of bare soil. Somebody else might say something different. Do what you feel. Try it, don't try it. See what works for you. Everybody does something a little different in their garden. I don't feel like there's a right or wrong way to garden, unless you're spraying chemicals everywhere. That is a surefire way to hurt wildlife. You may not want bees and stuff. Of course you don't want stuff eating up all your stuff. But it's hard to, you kind of kill the good with the bad when you put chemicals in. Because you're trying to, I can't make two subtle movements or it's going to turn my camera. You kind of kill the good with the bad at using chemicals. Like 7, old school people use 7. I will never use that in my garden because it kills too many good bugs. Ladybugs, you want to see ladybugs. They eat the aphids. What's another one? I can't remember. It's certain bugs that kills the bad bugs for you. I think wasps end up killing some bugs. Alright. But if you want to keep stuff away, it's not BT. That's an organic one. I've used that. You spray it on your leaves, keep the bugs away. Now I just sprayed it out here on my grapevines, but that ain't did nothing. Them beetles is tearing and just all over my doggone vines. So once you have this to the top, you want to water it. You want to water it till you see water come out the bottom holes. That is how you ensure that your plant has enough water. That it's gotten all the way down to the roots. Sometimes you're watering it and it just stay on top layer. You stick your finger down in there at the bottom and get no water at all. So that's just a surefire way to know that you watered it well. That's if you're using buckets. Now, if it's in ground, I just water them for a good 2-3 minutes each, or flood it. I probably shouldn't do that, but if it's at the root line, I'll be standing for a good little minute. Take me 30 minutes to water everything because I'm soaking everything through because I'm in full sun. There ain't no shade out there. So my plants, for tomatoes, watermelons, and peppers, that's perfect for them because they love that. But I have to be consistent with watering because they dry out faster. I don't have not a lick of shade, which I'm gonna fix that, planting a tree for that. It's gonna take some years, but it'll be worth it. Because guess what? Only trees I'm planting are food trees. If I can't get fruit, nuts, something off of it, it ain't going in my ground. The trees is in the front yard that aren't fruit producing or trees is here when the folks put the house here. I would have planted something that's gonna have some fruit on it, some apples, something. These trees soak up a lot of water, and the soil here is clay, so it holds a lot of water. But I gotta fix the soil before I'm able to just plant straight into the ground. I gotta do some little work and amend the soil or add some stuff. But that's it. I'm about to drown out this roselle plant. I'm gonna keep it up here until I get ready to take it down because I just upset those roots. I don't want it to die, so I need to water it like right now. But that's it for right now. Later on today, I'm gonna come out and finish I'm gonna water everything. It's supposed to rain at 12. I don't believe the weather. They be like, oh, it's gonna rain. I still be out here watering. It rained, but it rained for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. What is that gonna do for my plants? Nada. I'll just take this leftover water, pour it down in there. And then I'm gonna come back and water it some more. And don't be throwing away your things. You're taking gardening seriously. You buy something to keep these, to reuse. What is this? Old container, but it's also something that you can start something else in. Some herbs. Start some cilantro. Oh, I got pots in the car from my mother-in-law's house. Gotta get them out. So, yeah. I'm pretty much done. Let me finish watering this. That's the video for you, Mama. I'll talk my head off about other stuff, but I'm trying to fit in as much as I can because somebody else may need this too. All right. See you later. So here's what I'm trying to show you what I mean. You can hear the water trickling out. This is enough water. Now, I got the rest of this, right? So I'm just going to pour it on in there. But you see that water flowing under there? This has enough water to where, look, if I move the soil and I look down in there, look at it, moist. That's how I know I've watered well enough. I got all this water in this thing. I done had to make a couple trips. I'm finna finish putting this water in here. It's just gonna have to keep draining. But also, I just retransplanted it, so that causes a lot of stress on some plants. I've never worked with this that much, but see, it was leaning. Was it because of how I got it in here? Now it's up straight. The leaves was looking a little sad. They're breaking up. I got some water. But that's that. I'm gonna leave that alone.